This is my morning view. That's Magdalena that way. We're headed for Socorro. There's Hampton. What a nice place to camp. Good goodness. Beautiful. This is actually one of the nicest places I've ever spent the night. What a place to wake up. I mean, what a vista. Look at this. This is my front yard. Yeah. Get the crud out of my eyes. Doesn't get any nicer than this. This is one of the most memorable places. Morning, Hampton. Hey, Hampton. What a great horse. If you ever woke up in a place more beautiful than this, you let me know. You and your horse. They used to drive cattle from eastern Arizona to Magdalena, and the rail line picked them up, and they did that the last time in 1976, and then they pulled out the rails, and there's what's left of a trestle. This is America's investment in infrastructure, so now all the cattle have to be trucked, and the price of beef probably goes up because it's a lot more fuel efficient to use a train, and who knows what else they could have done on this track, but it seems a shame to see things like this fall apart everywhere you look. I mean, there's always excuses, you know, the Chinese can make it cheaper, you know, we can't afford to pay the wages. What do you expect to do? Just have the country covered with McDonald's and everybody eats and that's all they do? Nobody works. The government doesn't protect any core industries anymore. That'll work. More government. That's what we need, like a hole in the frickin' head. This morning we got a big antelope sitting over there. Pretty close, man. Hunting season, he'd be a goner. I wonder, you know, back when this wasn't fenced, I got a question for you. If you can tell me, you write in and put a comment on the video. Did there used to be buffalo roaming here? And if there were, then it seems like, you know, it would have looked more beautiful with buffalo moving here and no fences. I mean, this doesn't support very many cows. Now, even if people branded their cows and threw them in and all rounded them up at the end of the year and there still weren't any fences, it would seem so much more beautiful, you know. This is mine, that's yours. It gets so tiring after a while, you know, and fences are a prime example of that. It says danger, no trespassing, New Mexico Tech, Socorro. So what's dangerous? What they do here, they're covering up. What they do, let off a bomb here or something? Magdalena Fault runs through here. Magdalena Mountains to the west, 10,000 feet. The La Gencia Plain to the east, bisected by Water Canyon. And a fault through the middle, Magdalena Fault. A New Mexico road striping truck. Well, here's some kind of mini hotel and business that didn't make it. Lately there's been a lot of talk on the internet about people carrying guns in public. Well, I think that everybody should carry a gun in public. I think it should become commonplace. would take care of gangbangers for one thing. The other thing is the only thing that we have to fear as Americans is our government. It's always been that case in history. The army, the police, in every country you go to, these are the people to fear. Because they're the ones with the most power and the most likely to abuse it. So Americans, I think everybody should carry their guns. Make it as public as you can. We live in a time when the government in America is taking more and more of our freedom away, spying on us. The state, the federal, the local, and taxing us more and more to pay people that don't do nothing. All the people that want public jobs get on the public trough. Well, it's time Americans get fed up with it. And it's time the government quit pushing people around. And the only thing that's going to protect Americans, protect their rights, is going to be if everybody starts carrying their guns. That's what happened in history. The U.S. government, for one, is far more of a tyrant than the Brits were back when the colonies were started. I mean, who wouldn't be a little bit upset about a $400 billion federal deficit in 2008 and a 1.9, almost $2 trillion federal deficit in 2009? I mean, who's going to pay for this? We're going to have to take everybody's freedom away to pay for it. A little bit worn town of Socorro. This is the valley of Socorro. The hospital's up here at the west side. And that's looking up towards Albuquerque. We're leaving Magdalena for Socorro. So you have a good time?
Yep.
Yeah? You glad I got back?
Yeah.
Yeah? They say when we get to Texas that there's lots of fishing in Texas.
Yeah, big fish.
Yep, crocodiles. In Louisiana, there's crocodiles. Crocodile, Datil. Big crocodile, huh? Yeah, they eat little kids. Pium, yeah. Crocodile. Crocodile. No Mozilla. Hampton, got jaw? You're riding the horse there, huh? Yeah, who's driving the bus? Chiha, you saw a deer. You saw two of them, huh? That's pretty good. Here come the troops. Socorro. Yeah, such duties as getting new propane for cooking. at an RV park where we also dump sanitaries. A little bit expensive, about 15 bucks. 3 times the price. But heck, there aren't any in town but this one, so nothing else you can do. So then the lady said she made a mistake on the bill and came out and gave me $5 back. That was really nice.